Yo boys, welcome back to episode 4 of the Vermont Dynasty. And as you guys can see, coming into week 4, we are sitting at 1-2, and we had a shocking win over Rutgers 2 weeks ago, and only lost to number 15 Oklahoma by 7. So honestly, not looking too bad of a season so far. Looking to take on a way easier opponent than anything we played this season in FCS Northwest. And then coming in, they still have an overall advantage, but only 7. And we've been playing people who are 20 overalls, and most recently 50 overalls better than us. So this has definitely given us way more of a chance to win. And then coming into recruiting, and in case you missed the last couple episodes, or maybe you forgot, the rules on recruiting for the first year are 3 stars and below, and then once you win a bowl game, we can get a couple 4 stars, and once we win a conference, we can get as many 4 stars as we can possibly get. And then looking at the recruits we're going after right now, we're going after this gem 3-star left tackle, gem 3-star tight end with 86 speed, 85 excel, 80 catching, looks very, very good. And we have Sean Pierre, this corner, all 3 stars, wide receivers Stephon Hawkinson, John McGinn, the D tackle. And then we're going after this 2-star Steve Kiki, this 3-star Evan Hicks, the gem by the way. I actually haven't looked at him in a while. He is very slow, but he should progress very well. He is going to be playing under Jackson Dokes, or Jimmy Dokes, under Jimmy Dokes for a couple years. He'll be able to progress a little bit. And then we have Dom Long, the left guard, and the 2-star corner. We're going after this guy. We just ran out of hours this week. And then we're also going to try and go after some of these 2 stars because, like I said before, just in case you guys forgot, most of our team is seniors. Like, roster retention is going to be the biggest issue with this team, because if we lose any more people that aren't seniors, like we might not have enough to play next year. So we have to recruit as many people as we can. And coming into this game, we're actually going to be previewing these blackout uniforms. These are so sick. I am so excited to use these. But yeah, let's get into this game. And then coming out, I don't know if you guys saw that, but they're running back to 75. And funny enough, that would be the 2nd highest overall on this team. So this isn't a gimme whatsoever. It's just still going to be a challenge for us here, even though it is an FCS team. And showing that here, a huge reception for FCS. They're already at the 36. So if you thought this episode was going to be a gimme, you better think wrong, because they are still a better overall team than us on paper. And their star player getting the ball once again, like he'd be our star player as well, and we are an FBS team. So that's just one thing to think about. And we're going to use our Farrell here at an amazing last game against Oklahoma. QB with all the time in the world is going to step up, and Farrell's going to bring him down. And we're going to run the ultimate team cheeser's favorite play, mid blitz 0. And we're trying to get a stop here. It's going to be a huge hit from Dokes. His 2nd forced fumble this year, and Brown hasn't. We have a lot of field ahead of us, and I think it's going to be a scoop and score for the Timberwolves. What a play from Jimmy Dokes. What a play from the safety there. I am so unbelievably glad that we have him, and he is not going to be gone next year. And here he is again for the TFL, Jimmy Dokes. What a game so far. And with a series of good plays, they're already at our 45-yard line. And this is not looking like too good of a game so far. They're going to run it, and Farrell almost had a TFL. He spun out 2 of our defenders that play, and this running back is causing us some problems. We're going to use our cane here and try and cover this hook curl, as they're going to send a receiver in motion, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle, and we are holding the 3. We're going to come out in mid blitz 0 again. Hopefully we can get a stop of some sort. I'm going to bring Jimmy Dokes down here, just in case it is a run, which it is. It's going to be an RPO, which works to perfection. That's going to be a touchdown. And starting out the drive, we're going to go through the air. First offensive action we're going to see from us this game, and we're going to hit Taylor Conway. He's going to cut inside, and he gets a first down. And we don't know how this game's going to feel out. We're going to feel out the run with Ray Jordan here on 2nd down. Or 1st down, he gets a huge run. We try to hit a spin move, doesn't really go anywhere. And our 1st down, we're going to go back through the air, play action, and we see him across the middle. Not a great timer by me, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to cut inside, and Moore is down to the 22-yard line. And on 3rd and 2, we're going to keep it through the air, and Taylor Conway's wide open. He's got to pick up a 1st down. That's our 1st down, Timberwolves. Then we're past it at the 11-yard line. Try and get it into the end zone here, and Y is wide open, and Phil Riggs is in the end zone. Touchdown Timberwolves. And we're going to send a blitz here on 1st down, and We're going to get in the backfield for a TFL. Huge play from the defense right there. Jamie Daniels, the safety on the blitz. Great play from the senior right there. We're going to try and use him here on this hook curl route. And we're going to try and stop it here. It's going to be a halfback screen. We cannot get off the blocks, but we do last second. We're going to hold him to a 3rd and 4. And we're going to bring a blitz here on 3rd down. We're going to press the receiver. We're going to try everything in our power to get this stop. And we get off the block. That's going to be a sack from Howard Brown. Had the scoop and score from earlier. We're going to force a punt. And Jimmy Dokes to receive the punt. We're going to take this left. We're going to cut back middle. Take it back left. Jimmy Dokes has some room. We just got to get past the punter, which we do. Jimmy Dokes, the star safety, pick 6. Punt return touchdown. Had the forced fumble and the punt return touchdown. What a play from the star safety. Let's go. And after Jimmy Dokes' like amazing performance so far, we're gonna blitz and it doesn't get home. They get a huge play. I just jinxed our entire team. But we need to give a round of applause to Jimmy Dokes. He is carrying us this game. As a forced fumble, he's acquired 2 touchdowns. Even though he didn't score the scoop and score, I'm counting that as his. And going deep, I try to get there with Farrell. I'm just too late, but we do force the incompletion that is just as big. And the blitzes haven't really been working so far this game, so I'm going to stick to just regular zone coverage. I'm going to shift our D-line because this looks like a run, but it is not. And it's going to be another... Oh, I should have tried to pick it. I just wanted to play it safe. Jackson Dokes, the little brother of Jimmy Dokes, coming up big. The Dokes brothers are playing very well so far. And the Dokes brothers have been having a very good stretch this season. Jackson Dokes just had a pick last game, and as I'm saying that, and as I say that, Jimmy Dokes misses the tackle. Touchdown, FCS. I'm going to go through the air here on 1st down, and they get a lot of pressure. We're going to hit Ray Jordan, who gets the 1st down and a tiny bit more. And on 1st and 10, we are going to run a speed option with Grant Orr and Ray Jordan. They both have a decent amount of speed on them to get this done, and we missed the pitch. Please just pick it up. Oh my god. After the muff pitch on 1st down, we are looking at a 2nd and 31. Not the best situation. I'm not going to lie. We're going to scramble out right because there's nothing here. And it's going to be underthrown and a pick. So a turn of events for FCS. And they're very much in this ball game in a broken tackle. Man. And if we can't pull out a win here, I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the season. Because this is the most winnable game on our schedule by far. And nothing here, and they're already at the 11. We're going to send a blitz here on 1st and 10 and try and get home. And Rodriguez got through last second, but at least it wasn't a touchdown, I guess. We're going to shift the D-line a little bit to the right. Hopefully we can stop him here. It's going to be a halfback direct, and we're all over it. Let's go. Kane with the sack. It's going to be a 3rd and 8. Hopefully we can hold him to a field goal here. This has to be a pass. We're going to pass commit. Hopefully we can get a little bit more of a rush. And we're going to get the tackle. We're going to force to take their field goal. This is an awkward position, so it's not a 100% chance that they'll make it. And the kick is up, and they missed it. And after the missed field goal, that's crazy that that bug is still in the game. But we're going to hand it off to Ray Jordan, and he is tackled immediately. And with Jeff Moore being pressed, we're going to try and send him on a streak. And he gets way in front of his man. And we're looking for Jeff Moore deep. And he has so much room ahead of him. That's going to be a Timberwolves touchdown. Let's go. And after the touchdown, that gives us a 14-point lead once again. Thankfully, they missed their field goal, giving us a 2-possession lead. And we're going to send a blitz here. And it's going to be a missed throw. The blitz caused an incompletion. So finally, the blitz worked. And hopefully, I just want to get out of this game with a win. We really need it to even at least have a chance of winning, getting into a bowl game. I doubt we will, but this is the only way we get a chance. And man, Dokes gets blocked. There's really, oh my god, they're driving all over us. I mean, there's not really much you can expect with us being a low overall team, but for how we played against better teams, we should be playing better than this. And as I speak, we do get a sack. Number 50 coming up huge. That's Farrell once again. He is having an amazing stretch of the year so far. And Daniels on he had a heat-seeking missile to the quarterback, but he throws it away last second. This could be a 3rd and 14. And it's very clear what they're going to do here. We're going to pass commit. We cannot let them get this 1st down. This would be huge to get a stop here, especially if we can score again before half. And Dokes misses the tackle, but we are holding him. Actually, we're going to force him to punt. They're out of field goal range. It's still second down, so we still have some time to work with. We just have to get it upfield decently fast. We're going to throw it to Ray Jordan. We're going to hit him with a stiff arm, but we're just going to go outside. With Jeff Moore being not pressed, we're going to send him on a streak. Hopefully he can get past that, which he does not. And we're going to throw it to RB. Anderson does break a tackle, but he is stopped short of the first down. And we don't have to call timeouts yet, but we're going to run an RPO, which should be wide open to Riggs, which it is. Phil Riggs has a wide open catch, and we're going to get out of bounds. We're going to go across the middle. I don't know why they're running 3 deep right there with 50 seconds left. And nothing is really open. But everyone leaves RB, and he does not come back towards the ball, and we throw a pick. Like, he was behind him, I get it. I get that wasn't the smartest move ever, but, like, come back to the ball, dude. Like, what are we doing? But they're going to run a play action here. Oh, man, that's a really good throw. If that was any less... if that was an inch shorter, that's a pick. Maybe even a pick 6. But they have a chance to score a touchdown before half and make it a very, very good ball game for them. And Dokes breaks it up last second. That was not very good coverage from him, but he does break it up, saving the day. So I guess he makes up for his bad coverage. So I guess it could be a lot worse. That could be a touchdown, but it's going to be a 3rd and 8. We're going to send another blitz. And oh my God, I switched on the last second, and I just got head tapped by an FCS player. And thankfully, we do get ball to start the second half, saving us from this disaster. We're going to start it out with a play action pass. We're going to throw it to Anderson underneath, and we just missed the throw. And we're going to keep it through the air here. We find Riggs wide open. We're going to try and hit a spin. It kind of works, but we do get the ball to the 40-yard line. We're going to go forwards here. Their passing attack has been working pretty well. And no one's really open, but we do find Ray Jordan, the running back. He hits a spin move. He has some room ahead of him, and he's going to get down to the 19-yard line. Great reception right there from Ray Jordan. And then we're going to run verticals here. We see the seam wide open. We're going to find Jeff Moore for the touchdown. We take a 14-point lead. And after a first down reception, I'm going to hand it off and try and punch that ball out, but we do hold him at the line of scrimmage. And we're going to use your Jimmy Dokes here on 2nd down, and we're going to cover this middle. We're going to come back. Boom! Lay the boom. Jimmy Dokes. He already forced a fumble, forced an incompletion there. He's having a heck of a game so far. And we're going to send Kane on a blitz. We're going to use your Rodriguez. We're going to try and get a stop here. His tight end's across the middle. And Dokes is back there, but he forces incompletion. I thought they were going to head tap us again. I would have been furious, but we do hold them to a punt. And we're set to drive out on the ground. We don't need to hurry it up. We can just slow this game down, try and not milk a little bit of clock, but we can let the clock run a little bit. And after the run did not work well whatsoever on 1st down, we're going to try and throw it here on 2nd down. We're going to hit the tight end. He's going to have a 1st down and a tiny bit more. And it gave me an option for a triple option, but after the failed pitch, I don't want to do that again. So we're going to go with these under routes, and the tight end is wide open. Taylor Conway hit a spin move that did not work whatsoever, but we are at the 34-yard line. And even that the pitch didn't work, I'm going to risk it and try it again. This is probably a really stupid mistake, but we're going to pitch it to Ray Jordan, and he's going to have a little bit of carry. We're going to truck forward. That's like a 5-yard gain. Okay, well, technically it was 4, but I did not run a read option, so we're going to audible out of this because I did not pick this. We can just run inside zone. And we're going to hand the ball off, and he's going to pick up a 1st down. Ray Jordan has got the ball at the 21. I'm going to go through the air here once again. We're going to run a play action on a 1st down, and we're going to scroll out of the pocket immediately because this end has on our butt, and we don't get a block whatsoever. All you have to do is block that guy, and that might be a touchdown, but instead it's only a 5-yard gain. But at least I didn't fumble. At least bad stuff didn't happen. So we just got to be positive, and we can win this game. Phil Riggs is going to receive this RPO, and if he was a little faster, that could have been a lot more, but we did pick up the 1st down. And I forgot it's not the 4th quarter, there's no 2-minute warning. But we are at the 10-yard line, a minute 56 left. We're going to hike the ball, and then RB's wide open. The backup Anderson getting the ball at the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal. I think this is a good point to start chewing the clock, because we will go up 3 scores here as long as we don't turn the ball over. Knock on wood. Can't jinx anything around here. And when in doubt, mesh it out. We're going to hit the why. I just forgot his name, so I just said his icon, and I still don't know who it is. Number 11, shout out to you. I'm not sure you are top of my mind. Benson, there we go, Benson. Touchdown, Benson makes it a 3-possession game. And we're gonna send a blitz on 1st and 10. Then we're and the blitz gets home. Rodriguez with the sack. I think the first one was from Jerry and Love that he broke, so I guess he gets half a sack there for some reason. I don't like that rule whatsoever. But we're gonna use our Farrell here. It's gonna be a 2nd and 15. Force back to their 7-yard line. It's gonna look like they were going to the tight end here, which they are, and it's a pick from Farrell. Oh my goodness, what a play by me with the user lurk. And Farrell has been playing out of his mind recently. Jeffrey Farrell, what a stretch of games for him. And our defense has really stepped it up this game. The past couple weeks they've been getting dog walk, but they have gotten turnover after turnover after turnover, and this is the point where we can start chewing clock. And it was looking scary at first. This was a really close game, and they're the worst opponents we've played so far, so it's a little scary. Ray Jordan getting it, and that's going to take us to the 4th quarter. And on 3rd and 3, we're going to run a very simple jet touch pass to Phil Riggs here. Hopefully he can get the first down, if not, punch it in. And we're getting a little bit of blocks, and he has some room, and touchdown Timberwolves. That gives us, what, 48? Is that 48? It is 48, or it'll be 49-21. Your Vermont Timberwolves. And as you guys can see with the kneel, we are, okay, I don't know why the game just won't just like end. We are up 21 points over FCS. I don't know why the game wouldn't just end, even if it technically doesn't end in time. I think we realize that we're gonna win. I guess we'll just fast forward to when the game's over. And as you guys can see, the game's over. I'm sick of EA of these glitches, but the game's over. We did win, so we do pick up our 2nd win of the season, bringing us to 500 on the year so far through 4 games. We are 2-2. Grant Orr 5 touchdowns, 347. What a game! But he shouldn't be player of the game. We all know the player of the game is, and that's Jimmy Dokes. Had the forced fumble to start the game, had the punt return touchdown. He was clearly our best player on the field, so I'm personally giving that to him. But good week for us. And as you guys can see, we did take a 3-touchdown victory over FCS, even though they're a 7 overall advantage against us. We pick up the huge W, gives us momentum in the next week and the rest of the year. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys like the video, like me, anything, just like, comment, subscribe, any of those, all of those. If you guys like the series, subscribe to stay tuned, post notifications so you know when next episode comes out. But thank you guys for watching. Peace out.